Hello and welcome back to Euro Football Daily for Euro Transfer Talk, your weekly roundup of all things continental. Gossip, rumours, news, ins, outs, the lot, so get your popcorn ready because there's some big ones in here this week. Before we jump into our first story though, if there is anything you think we've missed out, then tweet me at Doogie Critchley or EFD Squad with the hashtag TransferTalk. And as always, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on to stay completely up to date with all things European. Right, let's get started. First up, we take a trip to the foot of the Alps, where as winter is closing in, things aren't looking too bright for Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese legend has had a tough month or so with Juventus, only netting one goal in his last 5 matches for the Bianconeri. It's not like CR7 hasn't had bad runs of form before, but it came to a head in Sunday's night game against AC Milan. Ronaldo was substituted by head coach Maurizio Sarri for the second game in a week, making way for Paulo Dybala after 55 minutes with a score 0-0. The earliest his number has been called since signing for the club in 2018. As you'd expect, he was not happy with this situation, ignoring Sarri and heading straight down the tunnel, similar to his reaction on Tuesday night after coming off against Lokomotiv Moscow when the score was also level. To make matters worse, his replacement, Paulo Dybala, netted the only goal of the game to keep Juve top of Serie A in the 77th minute. And clearly still reeling from the decision to bring him off, Ronaldo chose to leave the Allianz Stadium before the board was even raised for added time. Sarri, though, as you'd expect, played this down, saying he has no problem with Cristiano, before revealing the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner has been nursing a knee injury for the last month. The Italian was also unaware he'd left the ground before time, adding that if it's true he's left, it's a problem to be resolved with his teammates. The reportedly furious 34-year-old hasn't seen the best of times so far this campaign, despite his side remaining unbeaten in domestic play, scoring just 5 goals in 10 games so far. There's no doubt that CR7 is in the twilight of his career, but is this where we are starting to see his true decline? Or does he still have more to give Juventus over the next 2 years? Could he even be seeking an exit in the coming transfer windows? Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Moving over the border now to France, and you can probably already guess the club and players we'll be talking about. Yes, PSG, Kylian Mbappe and Neymar. First up is the Frenchman, with local publication Le Parisien reporting the Qatari-funded club are set to offer the 20-year-old a ludicrously huge contract. Now, Mbappe's contract doesn't actually run out until 2022, but words from Monaco's former vice president Vadim Vasilev suggested that the Frenchman harbours dreams of turning out one day for Real Madrid. The Russian claims that Mbappe said to him in 2017 he feels it's too early for a move to Los Blancos, before adding, "I have only played for a year in my country. Real Madrid will wait." As a result, PSG are looking to offer him a deal worth 40 million euros a year, or over 750,000 euros a week, in a move that would put the youngster into the same pay bracket as Neymar. And it's not like he doesn't deserve this bumper pay rise either, with 8 goals in less than 600 minutes of league and continental action. And as for his teammate Neymar, the rumours are that, well, there are no rumours. The 27-year-old's father shut down any speculation that the Brazilian will be moving away from the Parc des Princes. Doubling up as his son's agent, Neymar the elder said that when being asked if he'll fly to Spain to pursue a deal, "That is not the case. I'm in Brazil and will stay here." Of course, Neymar was linked with a move back to his former club Barcelona, but the sides couldn't reach an agreement on a fee, especially after the Catalonian splashed out 120 million euros to bring Antoine Griezmann in from Atletico Madrid. At least for now, the gossip surrounding his future can be laid to rest. And as for the player himself, he is still recovering from a hamstring injury and hasn't featured since the cameo for Brazil back in October. The hope is that he will be back to face Real Madrid in the Champions League at the end of the month, incidentally the other main suitors in the race for his signature last summer. And from PSG keeping hold of 2 stars to moving on 2 squad players, Kurzawa and Thomas Meunier. And as it happens, the destination is the same place, with both being touted for a move to Inter Milan. Both of these players see their contracts expire in the French capital at the end of the season, and for the last couple of campaigns have found themselves out of favour of coach Thomas Tuchel. 27-year-old Kurzawa has made just 15 starts since the beginning of 18-19, whilst for 28-year-old Thomas Meunier the number stands at 23, with the players falling behind Juan Bernat and Colin Dagba respectively. And Antonio Conte's side certainly need the reinforcements, currently relying on Asamoah and D'Ambrosio, who, whilst both being fully capable, are approaching the twilight of their careers. Inter Milan fans, what do you guys think about Conte bringing in added depth in these positions, or do you need it in other areas? Let us know in the comments below. That isn't all the transfer news though surrounding Inter Milan this week, with the club considering a shock move for Napoli's Dries Mertens. Following the fallout between the Partenope players and the board, Chairman Aurelio De Laurentiis is intending on putting the ringleaders up for sale, reported by Gazzetta dello Sport to include the Belgian. This means the 32-year-old could be up for as little as 10 million euros in January, or even a free transfer next summer. And with the Napoli boss only willing to re-sign Mertens on a lower value deal if he does put pen to paper, it could signal the exit for the winger-turned-striker, who has scored 82 goals since his switch in 2016, and 116 goals in 295 appearances in all competitions since joining from PSV in 2013. But wait, there's more. After Carlo Ancelotti chose to back his players rather than siding with the Roman film producer, De Laurentiis has responded by sensationally putting all the stars up for sale and threatening to overhaul the entire squad. Alongside Mertens, Jose Callejon could be on his way out with his contract expiring at the end of the season, whilst local hero and club captain Lorenzo Insigne could see himself stripped of the captaincy before being forced out of his boyhood club. And then there's Kalidou Koulibaly, who is the subject of a €90 million bid from Man United over the summer, who could see his name top many a shortlist again in the coming weeks. And after Brazilian midfielder Alan saw his house broken into during Napoli's first open training session in 5 years, whilst his pregnant wife and children were there, the 28-year-old could also want to bring his time in Campania to an end. It is absolute chaos at Napoli at the moment, but we want to know whose side you fall on here. Ancelotti and the players or De Laurentiis and the board? Vote in the poll above. Last up for this week is once again Red Bull Salzburg striker Erling Braut Haaland. Fresh from scoring his 6th hat-trick of the season, 4 in the Austrian Bundesliga, 1 in the Austrian Cup and 1 in the Champions League, if you're wondering, the Norwegian has now racked up an absurd 27 goals in 18 appearances. The fact that he is therefore being chased by Europe's elite is no surprise, but the sheer volume of clubs after him is enormous. Over 20 teams, including but not limited to Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Juventus, Man City, Man United and Real Madrid have sent scouts to watch the 19-year-old on multiple occasions so far this campaign. No wonder Salzburg reckon they can ask for a figure in excess of €80 million. Regardless if he keeps up this incredible hot streak, there's no doubt he'll be at a massive club by next summer. Or of course RB Leipzig, you can never rule that out either. But we want to hear from you guys, which club do you think he should go for the betterment of his career? Let us know in the comments below. So guys, that was all we've got time for on Euro Transfer Talk for another week. Let me know what you guys thought of the stories in the comments down below. What do you think's going on with Ronaldo as well? Is he in a grump, in terminal decline, or not getting on with Sarri? Let us know your thoughts as ever in the comments below as well. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!